What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Kanako, and I'm back with another video. And this is part 2 of Friends with Benefits turned into a robbery. Yes, a robbery, y'all. Do y'all like my hair? Let's stop the video for a minute. Y'all like my hair? I did me a cute little slid back ponytail, little hang time. But yes. So like I'm gonna piggyback off of part 1. So if you have not watched part 1 yet, stop the video and go watch that. Then come watch part 2. But for the ones who follow the directions and watch part 1, this is part 2. So y'all remember when I told y'all that I texted and asked him, can you come across the street to take my pictures? He didn't actually have to do that because my auntie, I had just remember my auntie, I think she ended up coming back. And she ended up taking me and my mom pictures for us, so I didn't need him to take my pictures anymore. So we're gonna fast forward right along. After that, I want to say we end up adding each other on social media. I think he added me or I added him. I can't remember, but yeah, we end up adding each other on social media. Like even from that day, like we weren't doing nothing like flirting. We weren't even texting then. Like we weren't even texting or nothing. We didn't start texting until like right after COVID hit. Like I was back and forth from school like my sophomore year. That's when COVID hit. My freshman year is when COVID hit, and we really didn't start. I want to say we really didn't start talking until after after COVID, like my sophomore year. Oh, cause I can't remember. Like COVID was, it was like it was still going on around. Like COVID still was going on. Just say that COVID was still going on. If you know, you know. Well, yeah, COVID was still going on. So it was like I went to my sophomore year. I ended up coming home because COVID had shutdown and stuff like that. But it was down a little bit. But that's when they was sending everybody home. I want to say that's when our little bonds started. Like I'm telling the truth. Like I ain't making up nothing. That's when our little bond started because it's like wasn't nothing to do. So the first time was when he asked did I want to come over there and smoke with them. Because normally me, I used to smoke with myself in the backyard, just sit outside and chill. Cause my mama, at the time, she didn't like me smoking up in the house, which was cool. So I had to go outside and just smoke in the backyard or in the front yard. So I guess he used to see me. I don't know. So y'all, he had so many friends. Like when I say so many friends, they was handsome too. But I don't want them, baby. I want neighbors. Like once I got my eye on somebody, I can't. That's who I want. Like that simple as that. Like I don't want your homeboy. I don't want your cousin. I want you. You. So, so then one day he texted and asked me, did I want to come over there and smoke with him? I was like, oh yeah, like not trying to pipe it up. But I was taking a little minute because I didn't want to sing this. So he was like, hurry up. Because my uncle them trying to hit it too. I'm like, oh, now you rushing me. I'm like, why? So I ended up going over. This is our first time. Like I was a little nervous, but then it's like after I got to know him a little bit, like I thought he was gonna be a bougie, little stuck up, dark skinned dude. He actually wasn't, y'all. He wasn't bougie at all. And this stayed around COVID too, by the way. And I was out for school due to COVID because they weren't letting people in the school due to COVID. So yeah. So then the second time is when he saved my niece's life. Y'all, I don't know what y'all thinking. Where would he save your niece's life? Yes, y'all, when he saved my niece's life. At the time, my niece, she was like around, I say 2. She was around 2. Like, she had this habit of running in the fucking street. Like, running in the street. Luckily, when her cars coming in like that, but she just used to crack out running. And he ended up catching her for us. And he brought her back inside the house. I'm like, oh, now he a hero. We love us a hero saving the kids and stuff. He brought her, like, I actually want to say this actually was our first encounter. Then him invited me over there to smoke. That was our second encounter. Then yeah, after the second time of him inviting me over to smoke, y'all, it was on and popping like that. Like we was texting each other, we was flirting. Like not like texting like he'll text me, I text him. Like it'll be stuff like that. Like not every day, but every blue moon, if that makes sense. Like we'll flirt and stuff like that. Like, breaking ice. For me, I'm not a shy girl. I'm going with the flow because like you reading my mind, like you on what I'm on, trying to be on. So boom, y'all. We talking, we flirting. Then he ended up. Then one day he ended up getting locked up out of his house too, and he was drunk as hell. So he ended up having to come over our house for a little minute till somebody got up to open the door for him. So we just sitting outside talking, chopping up and smoking him. It was me, him, and my homegirl at the time, and my brother and his homeboy. And we all was just sitting outside, chilling, talking. At the time, y'all, when I say I was still outside with COVID, I was still outside. I used to have folks, I used to have slumber parties in the house during COVID. Like, yes, y'all, because my mama, she had real bad anxiety, so she want her baby out like this. So it's like I used to be at home and I used to be out. Like I had to take turns. Like some day, 1 week I'd be at home, 1 week I'd be out. So she like, you better have your friends come over here, cause if I don't want my little pop baby having COVID, be her being a caring black parent. You feel me? We love us a caring black parent. So I'm like, cool, cool, cool. So to keep down reach with my mama, I usually just have my company come over my house. Like when I want to, like when we finna to go out or do something, like just come in my house. Then we go and slide to where we gotta slide to. But it's neither here or there. So I want to say, boom, y'all. In the middle of the summer, we end up having to move from our house. We end up having to move from my house, so we had to move. Wasn't no bad, nothing like that. We end up just moving. So in the process of us moving, me and neighbor, we still used to flirt. Like I think me and neighbor used to flirt. So when we had to move, I'm like, dang, I'm a miss neighbor. So from that day forward, y'all, I ain't heard, like once we moved, I ain't heard like from neighbor like that. Like we used to text every now and then on Messenger, but like I ain't see him because like I said, we stayed right across the street from each other, and I ain't see him like that. So boom, another year went by. Like ain't nothing happened. Another year went by. Boom, I got to go back to school for I want to say my sophomore year. I can't remember my sophomore year. Then came back from the break, school. And I'm just trying to skip through the story because it's like we never did nothing until COVID was officially over. That's what I'm saying. Like we ain't never hang out. Like we ain't never just hung out until like that until 2021. At the time it's still 2020, baby. Like what? Like we still in messenger stage. We still in DM stage and shit like that. Like, flirting in her stage. Like he did send me a dick pic though. And that dick was banging. It was banging, baby. It was. But I'm talking about the pics. We like the pickies. It was. Just know it did what it did. So boom, 2020 went back to school. School out. We out on break, whatever. Until it's time to go back in the fall. So boom, now this by that time we at this where we at now, like we at this spot we at now. Then I didn't know he moved from the area that we used to stay in. Kind of bad. Y'all tell me why did he hit me up one day was like what you been up to? Like what you been up to? At the time I was working at this job called Scan Source in South Haven. I'm from Memphis, if y'all didn't know, I'm throwing in there every time. I'm from Memphis, so yeah, this store is a place in Memphis. So I was working at this job called Scan Source in the summertime. Now it's 2021. I was working at this job out there in South Haven or whatever. So around when I was working there, that's when me and him and our communication started to pick up even more. Even though like we didn't want neighbor and neighbor. So one day I ended up making a post on Facebook, y'all. Just being bored up, want to be risky. I made a post on Facebook because I seen he post a picture on Facebook like, oh, he is so handsome, he's so handsome, I'm just saying this in my head. I ain't saying this to nobody, nothing like that. So I made a post on Facebook like, dang, I really hate you move because I didn't get a chance to my neighbor. And then he ended up coming under my post and was like, why is that? And I was shocked at the fact that he's so bold, and it's like I be testing people games because I'm trying to see, do he talk to anybody, like, cause I gotta see, like, is you trying to do you talk to anybody, like, are you just gonna laugh at it and then hit me up with my DMs? I used to know what I was doing, y'all. Just keep up with the story. I used to know what I was doing. Very clever. So I made a post on Facebook and everybody started laughing at it. I made a post on Facebook like, dang, I hate I moved because I didn't get a chance to fuck my neighbor. And And he coming on my post like, why is they not coming back? By that time, we both end up texting each other in the on Messenger instead of on Facebook. It was funny But he ended up hitting me up in my messenger, which is cool because I ain't like people in my business. And actually, I ended up texting him first, like, why you coming and shit out of my stuff, even though I know why. So at the time, I want to say I'm still. At the time, I want to say I was 20. Yeah, I was 21. And I want to say 20. So it's like, at the time I'm 21, he was 20 at the time. I'm 22 now. So this happened last year. So we just flirting back and forth like, why is that and da 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 da. And then I text. He was like, oh, that's what he texted me. I had to remember. He was like, I stay over here in the subs. Like, I stay over here in the subs. If you from Memphis, you already know what the sub is. If not, if not, or it is you, but majority of the people know what the subs is. So it's like, oh, I stay in the subs now. Tell me why. I was like, you stay in the subs? Because I guess he thought I stayed in the sub the whole time. We only moved like up the street from my old apartment. He's like, yeah, I moved to the subs. Da 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 da. So at the time, all my folks stayed over there. Don't nobody stay over there no more but my auntie. She been staying over there for years. But like, I'm talking about all three of my great aunties stayed in the subs. Both my great aunties, they just recently ended up moving in 2022 of this year. So he was like, I stay in the subs. Tell me why this dude stay on the street before you get to my auntie no street. He's like, my auntie no stayed in that little cold. He stayed on that little side street before you get to my auntie no street. So I'm like, for real? He like, yeah, I've been staying over here